My name is Mina. I am a Scottish artist living in the south of France, and I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. So in this episode today, we're going to talk about slipovers, also known as tank tops or vests. And also I'm going to take you to one of my cleaning jobs, which one day was not a cleaning job, was a grape pressing extravaganza. And also I want to show you an exhibition that we actually went to just before the summer, but I haven't had a chance to share it. And actually it's an exhibition that really touches me by a photographer called RomainThiery, and it's called Requiem Pour Pianos. So you'll see a little bit of the south of France as we go on our journey. So grab yourself a tea, coffee, something cozy, and let's start this episode. So it is autumn and I've never knitted a slipover before, and I thought it would be a good time to start because it's kind of the perfect garment for autumn, isn't it? It's like, it's not too warm, but yeah, the days are getting chillier, so it's just nice to be able to slip on something. So I spent a little while trying to decide what pattern to use, and I thought I'd just share some of the patterns in case it's inspiring for you to knit a slipover. I'm going to share the patterns that I was thinking about. And I'll pop in some pictures, they'll come up. So the first one, I was thinking of doing something quite plain, because if you've seen my last video, I knitted the seashore blouse by Kika. I'll put a link below, or maybe at the end of this video, the link for that video will come up. And it was quite a complicated lace all over pattern. So I kind of felt like I quite fancied doing something quite simple, mainly stockinette. And I found this beautiful slipover, and it's called the Denise by Sandrine C Knit Studio. And I love this, I still love this design, because it is basically full stockinette, but it has this beautiful cable down the middle, and I just found that really, really elegant. So that was a big contender. Then for other, because we're on the kind of like thinking about simple knits, then I found the Olive's vest in Knitting for Olive book. And again, just stockinette, very simple, and I found it really elegant, really nice. And then again, for the more simple versions, I found the Heli, which is in I think they call it Lina, in Len. Len is French for wool, right? But everybody seems to call it Lina. So anyway, I would love to know how it's actually supposed to be pronounced finally. This was in autumn 2023. and it's quite straightforward, but it's got the roll neck and it's got some knot stitch on the shoulders, which is really sweet. So they were the options for keeping it simple. So another was the Bloom Bobble Slipover by Mippy the Label. Now I think I saw this slipover on Instagram and it really caught my eye. I thought it was really, really cute. And I actually adore a bauble. So I saw this one and it's been on my queue, my knitting queue for quite some time. But it was a little bit more complicated and not the kind of straightforward slipover that I was envisaging after knitting the Seashore Blouse. And then getting even more complicated because I also fell in love with, where is she? Sari Nordland made this beautiful Rosalind top. Again, not straightforward. I think it's a mixture of cables and lace, but I find it stunning. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I hope you get some inspiration from all of these. And finally, what did I choose? It's not really a cliffhanger, because if you've seen the thumbnail, then you'll know. But I decided to go for the Bloom Bobble Slipover. Hi folks, let's have a look where we're at. I finished the back, cast off with the Italian bind off, and I just started on the front. It's quite skinny, but I'm quite excited because I do love to do a cable. I'm not confident at all with cables, but as I think I'm learning, it's not as difficult as I thought it was. So that's the shaping of the first front. Anyways, who's that little girl? There's my sweetie. I think we have a mouse. She's a bit tired because she's been chasing it around all morning. Anyway, see you guys later. Okay, just wanted to show that's that neck shaping done now. Looks absolutely tiny. The whole thing looks tiny. Crumbs. Anyway, I'm just following the roadmap and hopefully it'll work out okay. So now I'm going to pick up stitches on this side, put these on a thread, pick up stitches from this side and knit the other half of the neck. Here we go. I have finished the other side whilst waiting for my son. Let's see what's going on here. See that little one down there? So, it is 16:27 and I am here until 18:45. So I have got another 2 hours and 15 minutes to carry on with this. I've got my little flask of tea, a couple of biscuits. So let's see how we get on. Hi, so I'm just kind of happily knitting away here. Starting on this like front section. And honestly, my brain is like kind of giving up on me because I've got right side, left side. And I keep I'm a bit right and left dyslexic. I mean, not dyslexic, but right and left for me is, I don't know why, always been a bit confusing. And then not only do you do right and left, then when you turn them over, you've got to go like, read the thing either this way or this way, and then you've got to like flip the stitches. Well, I mean, for a normal brain, I'm sure this is no problem at all. But for some reason today, I'm like, oh. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that. I think if I can get my brain back, then this is not such a big deal. But for the moment, it's temporarily on loan. It looks so small. It's like I'm knitting a baby romper. Oops, my hand's in the way. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm still excited about this. even though it looks like a baby romper, it's absolutely minuscule. Yeah, I think it's all going to work out in the end. Yeah, you a good girl, Lucy? You a good girl? Yeah, I think you want to go for a... Do you want to go for a... do you want to go for a walk? Yeah. Hello. I'm not having the best time here, folks. I've kind of finished the body. What's that? And now I need to pick up stitches all around the edges, and I've done it 3 times now and got the wrong number of stitches, so I'm just trying to kind of like put little stitch markers in and figure out my ratio. And yeah, I've kind of lost a little bit of momentum with this baby, but I'm really close to the end, so definitely got to finish it, and then we'll see. The bubbles are cute. I like the bubbles. Let's just see. Good morning. Well, is it morning? Yes, it's still morning. So I am at my friend's house dog sitting, and excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold and I look a bit like something the cat dragged in. Anyway, I've got a whole day. I just dropped off Mika at the stables 8 o'clock this morning, and I have a whole day where I'm just going to chill out and do some knitting and just take a breather, because life is a little bit chaotic at the moment, and I'm just so happy to have a whole day of a little bit of peace, quiet. It's really peaceful here. I'll take the dogs for a little walk later, but right now I'm just going to carry on with this. Oh, I'm going to show you. So I'm on these picot edges now. I'm just picked up stitches and doing these little picot edges at the side. And Elsie's there. Oh, hello Elsie. And I don't know if you can see, but there's such a nice view out that window. Don't think you can see anything. Hey. You want to go for a walk?
The fall is coming.
Oh, I can feel it in the garden. Hello, let's go.
The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin.
Let's go play.
Tonight the whiskey feels stronger.
Stitches.
Gasoline on hidden sides. So I'll throw another rock on the fire. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Okay, as a brief interlude, just to get the atmosphere of the south of France at this time of year, I also do some cleaning jobs for people. And one of my clients is a lovely man, Florian, who lives in this kind of magical house that he built by himself. And he has a few vines left over. We're going to go and press some grapes. Now, maybe I should do like one of those kind of warnings on the screen. This is done the old-fashioned way. I swear this is how they used to press grapes. But you may find this not so appealing. But this is my daily life. just finished. I tied in the ends. I made a mistake here. I didn't look at the pattern properly, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. But if the designer ever watches this, she'll know that I didn't do what I'm supposed to do. Pas grave. Yeah, it's definitely going to benefit from a blocking. Everything looks a bit uneven and misshapen, and I know that this wool has a lot of the spinning oil still in it, so it's not focusing at all. So this wool gets a lot softer. It's the same wool that I used for the what do you call it? I spent 3 months knitting it. I can't believe I've forgotten the name. I used this wool when I knitted the... Okay, I give up. The other jumper. And yeah, it changes a lot when you wash it. I love the colours when I put it in the water. You can really see now suddenly this kind of lilac-y mixed with blue. I find that rather stunning, actually. Okay, a little slip over. Let's see what happens. Look at the water, it's so grey. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. I think something magical might happen. Here she is. Shall we talk about yarn? Let's talk about the yarn. So, I basically didn't want to spend a huge amount of money on this. And if you saw my episode where I knitted the twig sweater, I used this colour called chiffon, which is in Holst Supersoft wool. And I knitted it. I knitted one of the contrast colours was this beautiful chiffon colour, which is kind of not a solid colour, but it's pale blue, it's slightly greeny, and it has purpley flecks, and I loved it so much. I thought I want to knit a sweater just with that colour because it's so beautiful. So here we go, this is the one, and then I wanted to combine it with a silk mohair to make it a little bit softer. So that's where I went and bought from Drops this kid silk, and this is in the colour. In fact, these two colours just go really, really well together. I don't know the name of it, but it's colour number 59. Now, both of these yarns, I have to say, are very at very accessible prices, and which I appreciate, because I love to buy these incredible yarns from indie dyers. At the same time, it needs to be kind of balanced for me with more affordable yarns. So I kind of like to switch it up a little bit. But so this is a combination of yarn, and it just is such a nice color. I'm pretty obsessed. I still think I want like a plain stockinette sweater in this, but it's very similar to the jumper that I made at the beginning of the year, the Felix pullover. So I haven't quite been able to justify knitting just yet another sweater in this stunning color. So I'm going to just do a bit of playing, outfit styling playing. So here it is, my lovely Bloom Bobble Slipover. I'm so pleased with it. I made a couple of modifications, not so much, and it will all be on my Ravelry page. Excuse me. So here I continued the reverse stockinette, whereas in the pattern it kind of changes into stockinette around here. I just continued, and then I made the I-cords a little bit finer. I did a four stitch I-cord. So now we're going to go to see this exhibition that I was mentioning earlier on at the Abbey du Valmagne. I'm just going to read this to you because it's really interesting. It's basically saying that it was founded as a Benedictine abbey in 1138, and it stayed there until the French Revolution, when the monasteries in France were confiscated by the state and either sold or destroyed. And Valmagne escaped demolition and was sold intact to Monsieur Grenier Joyeuse in 1791, who converted it into a wine cave for the maturing of wine in these incredible large oak barrels, a function that it continues to serve today. So it's this incredible spiritual seat, which is now essentially a wine cave. And this was the setting for this incredible exhibition, a photography exhibition. Now, RomainThiery is traveling the world, and he's searching like old chateaus, old stately homes that have been abandoned. And often what happened when families left was the piano got left behind because it's just too cumbersome to take with. And so he has gone around the world and photographed these abandoned pianos in their settings. And there's something so, I have to say, it's so beautiful, so magical, definitely tinged with melancholy. But like my partner's mum said, she felt that it was really sad. I kind of felt like there was such an elegant beauty in this kind of revival of these pianos having been discovered, having just been abandoned for so many years, but then rediscovered. And RomainThiery is a pianist himself, and he also played some of the pianos again, pretty out of tune. But for me, it shows the beauty in every stage of creation, whether it's creating or disintegrating. There's beauty in every moment, and that's what that exhibition really showed me, that the beauty is there, whether something is young and fresh and about to kind of live its life, or whether it's at the end where there's a disintegration process. The beauty continues right along. It never ends. And these pianos had kind of like almost like a little rebirth at the end, where they're appreciated by so many people around the world for their continuing beauty and grandeur. Of course, the setting is incredible as well. And I really appreciate the artist, the photographer. You know, in this AI age, you could probably get AI to make you a photograph of a disintegrating piano in a beautiful chateau, but it's just not the same. I mean, he travels the world and he finds these places, and they're real. You know, they're existing, and they're beautiful. There's a life and a beauty that exists within them that you just can't create. That's my opinion. You may disagree, but I'm just so happy that there are people like RomainThiery going and spending his time searching the world for these beautiful pianos, beautiful spaces, and then allowing us to share in that. So thank you once again for taking the time to watch. It means the world. And oh, did you notice? I changed my hydrangea to match my top. Attention to detail. Normally there's the lilac hydrangea, but today I've got the blue hydrangea. And just to say that if you're interested in any of these art prints, then there will be a link at the end to my art shop. And what else? Just thank you so much. Thank you also for sending your comments. Please keep doing that, because that's my favourite bit. And it makes me keep on making these videos. So thank you for sharing and liking and subscribing, and do send me a message. Sending you lots and lots of love, and see you here next time. Bye for now. Oh my God. My brain, honestly, it is just not functioning. Can anyone out there relate to me? Twigs, the twigs sweater.